Welcome back to another episode of ST The Great Live. I hope everybody's been doing well, been living good, living great. It's been one of those time periods where things are starting to look up a little bit for you, boy. You know, we really appreciate what's popping around here. You know, over here trying to invest in oneself. Going out here doing the cardio in the AM. We got the stationary bike now on deck in the crib. We got the elastic bands now on deck in the crib. And now we're trying to eat good. We're trying to eat well, you know? So, things are going fantastic. It's Saturday. Literally just watched the WWE unveiled the Thunderdome. They unveiled the Thunderdome last night. Looked pretty damn cool, you know. I know they got some kinks to work out, something along the lines of like getting the audio better from the people that are watching from home, but that they're on like all of the LED screens. Making sure they stay off of hard cam as much as possible, because then it just looks like a wall instead of rows of seats. But regardless, either way, I think what happens is it just gives us an opportunity to experience a different type of vibe that you're going to get from these Monday and Friday shows from WWE. It would be dope if they let the NXT guys run in the Thunderdome, but I don't believe they will. I think they'll be at Full Sail still, which is fine. I mean, relatively fine. We got Summerslam coming up tomorrow night. And it's gonna be fantastic. Like, This is the thing that about me, and that you'll learn about me as we go a little bit further into you guys learning who I am. I'm not a WWE shill. I do appreciate AEW as well, but I'm also not a pessimistic person at all. I'm not. I honestly think that it's a good thing that WWE is trying different things. I'm not, and if I put it this way, and if I didn't enjoy it, then guess what? I wouldn't watch it. Simple as that. I'm not going to sit here and hate watch something and be like, well, they should do this, because no, they shouldn't do anything. They should do however they see fit. It's their company. It's up to you. It's up to you if you like it or not. And if you don't, then don't watch it. There's so many other wrestling promotions out there right now that we can watch. We still got Impact that's running very strong shows. We got New Japan running very strong shows. AEW, very strong shows. MLW when they come back, very strong shows. Ring of Honor when they come back, very strong shows. Like, no matter what, we're going to run into something that we can enjoy. And that's really what it all boils down to, is like what do you enjoy? Figure out that, and then let's just roll. Go ahead and roll with the shows that you enjoy, and stop watching the stuff you don't like. Like, nobody is forcing you to watch Monday Night Raw every Monday. But I've watched it forever and I love it. This is my favorite show. It would be my favorite show if they would sit there and they would book it correctly. If they would book it exactly how I want it. If they would book it so my favorite guy gets the push. That's the most annoying thing on earth. Like, this is the thing. Yes, you can root for your favorite guy. You should. But your favorite guy doesn't equal everybody's favorite guy. And also, you ever talking about your favorite guy who's like 29, 30, 31 years old? Let that man get some more time to be able to cut consistently good promos, tell good stories. We know the match quality is going to be there. But unless you're going into it like I don't even want to say like Takeover or New Japan, because they have stories built in their fantastic matches. You know what I mean? Like there's stories in there. There's storylines built in there. That makes the match even more than it is, right? Sure, we know if they put AJ Styles versus Finn Balor in the ring, it's gonna be a great match. You can only see so many great matches before you gotta actually have some reason to start watching the great matches. You know what I mean? And yes, Ricochet can have a great match with practically anybody. Ricochet can't cut a fucking promo to save his life. Well, they script him bad stuff. Then spin it. And then ask for forgiveness afterwards, after you've already cut a good promo. You feel me? Like, well, then they might just fire him. Or they might pay him a lot more money when it's time for contract to roll around, because he's over here making the damn company money, because he actually grabbed the fucking brass rings. And even if he just tweak it to how the fuck you will talk. That's all we asking for. I'm not asking for the world. Trust me, you can ask a lot of people, and they will ask me, so who's your favorite wrestler outside of WWE? And this is people who don't watch WWE, right? Don't watch wrestling, period. And I would tell them Ricochet. Yes, because when you're outside, when you're in the independents, it's all about match quality. But when you're in the WWE, you knew this going into it, that is more than just match quality. You knew coming into WWE that, this is the storytelling brand. You also came here because you knew one thing. You wanted to wrestle at WrestleMania. Sorry, AEW. Sorry, New Japan. Sorry, AAA. Y'all don't run venues like WrestleMania. I know the Tokyo Dome holds 40,000. What, WrestleMania 31 had 105. And even if that's an inflated number, they had 90 something. Yo, fuck about no 40,000 on flat ground. There's a reason that people come to WWE, and we know that. It's also for the money. It's also for that. But you also got to know, when you come to WWE, you better be good at telling these stories. Because if not, if you can't take the creative that they're giving you, because it's their company and they have the choice to run their stories how they want to. Trust me, they've been doing it for 70 years, 60, 60, 70 years. This is not just Attitude Era. This is prior to that. This is New Generation. This is prior to that. This is the Hogan years. This is prior to that. This is Bruno Sammartino, Bob Backlund, storytelling, Sergeant Slaughter, Iron Sheik, storytelling. You can say, well, that's the old stuff. Guess what? The old stuff worked. Like, you want to know why they had over 6 to 10 million people watching wrestling on Mondays? It wasn't because of match quality. It was because of storytelling. Goldberg versus Hogan, not a great match. 60,000 in the Georgia Dome, packed to see Goldberg versus fucking Hogan, and the crowd went fucking nuts on free television. That's the beauty of being able to tell good stories. You tell a story, you can have a subpar match, and it's good. It's golden because the story is in the match. It's in everything. But SummerSlam coming up this weekend. What do we got on the? Matter of fact, where's my cellular device? Honestly, hell, there it is. I'm gonna pull up the. So we're just gonna go in probably the order the show may go in. I doubt it would be this direct. I'm reading this off a Bleacher Report, right? All right, first match of SummerSlam. We got Apollo Crews versus MVP. We know that the Hurt Business is not allowed to be at ringside. We have Apollo versus MVP, US Championship match, square up, straight up, 1v1. Apollo needs this win in the worst way, right? Because for whatever reason why he was out, I'm not going to speculate as to why he was out or why he may have missed, what was that? Extreme Rules? Why he missed Extreme Rules? Not going to get into that. But he needs this win in the worst way because it did kind of intervene and interrupt the intermission, if you will, of the push that he was getting as champion, right? So he gets his dub over Shelton Benjamin, and then gets wiped. I guess he gets the dub over MVP. Also, we're talking about from this past Monday's Raw. And then you let Lashley destroy him. Honestly, in that case there, you have to have Apollo win. And then you have to have Lashley be like, why, MVP, why are you getting this chance? This is my turn. This is my time to shine. This is the Hurt Business. I'm the CEO. So let it be known that I'm going after that US title. And he ain't making it out of the match with me. Period. Not making it out of this match alive. And that's fine. I like that. I like me a little bit of spice. A little bit of spice to that, So I'm saying Apollo Crews takes the dub. The next person we're looking at, next match we're looking at, we got the Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza for the Raw Tag Team titles. Got Montez Ford out here getting poisoned. Selena Vega out here being caught on video, committing the crime. If the Street Profits do not come out with Bianca Belair, I say they lose this match. Simple as that. If Bianca Belair does accompany them to the ring, the Street Profits, that is, I still see Angel Garza and Andrade leaving this match with the titles. Long story short, Andrade and Angel Garza leaving with the Raw Tag Team titles. This should be a blow off, but I don't think it's going to be a blow off. I think this is going to be an extension of this feud. While WWE prays that some other tag teams can start making their way back, like an AOP. Next match we got on the card: Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in a street fight. And this is one that actually has me very intrigued. I know there are a lot of people out there that are not so hyped about this match, and that's fine. I don't understand, but it's fine. Like you'd be like, what do you mean you don't understand? What don't you get about the fact that this is the part I don't get? People complain about the I-49 match. when the match was fire up until the ending. You can complain about the ending all you want to. Like, oh no, they used prop, blah, 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 blah. Like they were really going to have somebody poke somebody's eye out. But then I guess you could say, well, why book it then? I get it. But they have done everything right with Dominic Mysterio so far. Like, to the T. Like, it's actually rather impressive how much they've actually gotten this right with him. Keep his talking limited. Use Samoa Joe as like a proxy for a promo. They're doing everything right with this, right? And I think they're going to go all the way here with this. I think they're going to have Dominic win. And deep down inside, that's going to piss Ray off. He's not going to know how to express that, though. And then what's going to happen is Seth is going to use that to spin to get inside Dominic's head. And that's how you get Dominic to turn on his father. Like, no, his father didn't turn his back on his son at all. He was happy for his son, but he was disappointed in himself that he let his son was able to get it done, you know, but he's happy to see his son's success, you know. So I'm gonna go with Dominic there. Hair versus hair match, Sonya Deville versus Mandy Rose, which got a little bit more stakes added to it last night. SmackDown. We saw Sonya Deville add a little bit more stakes. Not just hair for hair, not hair versus hair. The loser leaves WWE also. That's going to be highly intriguing as far as the match is concerned, even though we know the outcome is going to be Sonya Deville losing. Right? And it makes sense based off of, you know, everything that's happened this past week with actually Sonya and Mandy. They both were involved in this. You see the pain in Sonya's eyes when she was cutting that promo last night. It was a good promo. She probably needs to take some time off, you know. Go get some counseling done. I mean, you had somebody try to come break into your house and kidnap you. Like, that's fucking nuts. Stop being sick fucking psychos, you fucking bastards. Mandy Rose winning this match. Hopefully both of them are doing okay. We got the first of two women's championship matches. We saw last night Bayley got beat by Naomi, which means that she has to defend her title against Asuka first. And Bayley wins. It's gonna be with the help of I should say. It's gonna be with the help of Sasha Banks. But Sasha will lose the Raw Women's Championship to Asuka. Bayley wins, Sasha loses. Let's start the dissension. Right? For the Blue Universal Championship, we got Braun Strowman versus, now this is saying Bray Wyatt, but I'm pretty sure it's against The Fiend. Right? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be The Fiend. Yes, it's going to be The Fiend versus Braun Strowman, not Bray Wyatt, because that really determines everything, right? And yet, no matter what the scenario is, they're going to find a way to make this a Bray Wyatt wins this match. I'm sorry. That Braun Strowman finds a way to win this match. Now, I know a lot of people, well, what's that going to do to The Fiend? Nothing. Does nothing to The Fiend. The Fiend is fucking over. Like, The Fiend is Mage. The Fiend, shout out to Cheap Heat with that. But The Fiend is Mage. Like, and he's a made man. You think a loss? This is my problem with wrestling fans in 2020, 2019, 2020. You think because your favorite person loses one match, they've been buried, and that their whole character is tarnished. That's not how this works. You know how many times Stone Cold lost? How many times The Rock lost? Triple H, he lost a lot. He won a lot, lost a lot. Cena won a lot, lost a lot, especially towards the end. Go look at Roman's last 2 years. Roman's lost a lot. He wins some. He wins a fair share too. But he lost a lot. It's okay to lose a match, guys. It doesn't mean you're getting buried. It means they're telling a damn story, and that's a story beat. Okay? Please learn to stop using terminology that you don't necessarily understand, because you sound stupid. And you know who you sound the stupidest to? Not me. But when you go on these wrestlers' pages, like, yeah, when we see you getting buried, and then they lost one match in 3 months. Come on, let's be smarter than that. End of the day, Braun Strowman's walking out of SummerSlam with that title. The main event, at least in my eyes, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. And I don't know which direction I'm going. So we're going to talk this out. Drew McIntyre has been on a hell of a run since his winning, really since the beginning of the year, winning the Rumble, giving the boot to Brock Lesnar in said Rumble, taking it to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, eating F5 after F5, and then hitting them with Claymore after Claymore, getting the dub. Pretty much thugging it out for us throughout this whole pandemic era as the champ. But Randy Orton has been on fire. On fire. Ablaze. Fuego. Obviously, his series of matches with Randy Orton, phenomenal. His segments with legends, phenomenal. Hell, his segments with Drew, phenomenal. So who do I have leaving that match as champion? I don't know, and that's a credit to WWE. But what I do have to give you an answer. And since I have to give you an answer, I think heading out of SummerSlam, your WWE champion will be Drew McIntyre. I don't think they're done with him yet. And they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be done with him at this point. But I got to give it to Drew. I don't have like the greatest of reasonings. It's just that's more of a gut feel. But we're going to enjoy this together. I'm going to be live tweeting throughout SummerSlam, actually throughout this whole weekend. So we got TakeOver 30. we can get into that. We'll get into that on the recap. We'll do an instant reaction tonight. As soon as the show is over, I'm going to post. I'm going to do an Insta podcast as soon as it's over, so I can discuss and talk this through and talk about these matches. Talk about Pat McAfee versus Adam Cole, probably the second match I'm most hyped for from that show. First match being Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross. I'm really excited for that match. Kind of like how Drew Randy, I have no clue who the hell's coming out of that match as the champ, but it's going to be interesting to look at. You'll get my instant reaction from that as soon as that show is over and I'm done recording it. I will get this up and running for you guys, so you don't have to wait too long. But until then, this has been your boy ST, the GREAT. And you're watching SE the Great live, baby. Yeah, what?